good for our guys to get a little rest on Sunday and Monday. Had good work yesterday and very good work today. Guys seem to have a little bit more energy, a little more pop in their step. Got a chance to go back and do some things, just camp drills as far as competing and doing some things good against good and fundamentally getting better. So it's been a great time for a bye week for us, and I think, like I said, it's been helpful so far, both with rest, healing up some guys, and fundamentally getting better. So looking forward to finishing up this week, guys getting a little rest this weekend, and having another great week next week.
You didn't want to get into names, but is there anybody you're worried about for next week?
I think we have a chance to be really close to 100%. I think Kyle Meadows would be one guy that I'm concerned about, that would not be ready for next week, but we're going to give it a shot, and he'll get a lot of treatment, see if he can get ready for next week. I think the rest of the guys, I think we have a very good chance to be close to everybody participating, at whatever strength they are. But I think everybody will be out there giving it a shot.
Marcus, can you get a longer look at the guys who haven't played during a bye week like this, or is
yeah, you can. Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to watch some guys and still, get an opportunity to work with some of the guys that are redshirted. And just like I said, fundamentally going back and doing some good against good, just certain drills and working with them. So it helps.
So this time last year, you were sort of talking about those red shirts, some of the guys we're seeing on the offensive line now, and other guys, and just how much improvement you saw. Are you seeing that same amount?
Yeah, I think it's a really good group. A bunch of just like I said, all the O linemen, red shirt, and all the D linemen, with the exception of Matt, have really worked hard and lifted hard and gained some weight and looked better. So I'm excited about those guys. And, that's why it's important. There's no denying that it's real important to get that 6 victory, so you get out and start working with them more during the practice time, for a bowl game, if we can get this 6 wins. So it's important, to keep on working with those guys and developing the guys in your program.
For people that don't understand that, in what ways are you able to get those young guys more?
Well, just simply put, it's like
basically
it's like another spring practice, or at least part of one. So early on, when you come back and you got to hit the recruiting trail, but then during the dead period you come back and have practices, and you really take a good portion of those practices and work with the young guys. So it's just a great opportunity to fundamentally get better and keep on working on things in season. You get going with so many different things in preparation and assignments that it's not that you forget, but you have to go back and fundamentally become a better football team. And I think it's not hard for any of you to see that, and for us to see that down the stretch here, fundamentally we haven't been as good as we need to be. So we need to coach it, and we need to put them in a position to get better. And that's what we're here for, to develop our players, and so that gives us a lot of opportunities.
There was a more kind of positive vibe when you were done with Tennessee. Have you changed that at all now that you've looked at the film, or do you still feel like?
No, I really, we know our shortcomings. We know we all need to do better, and but I see a team that's fun to coach, that care, that want to win, that are putting a lot into it. And sometimes when you don't get anything back, it gets frustrating on all of us. But the guys worked hard. It gets frustrating when there are plays to be made and we don't make them. That's frustrating on everybody.
Have you had any sort of sit-downs or sort of self-evaluations in terms of staff about, you talk about we need to coach them better. In this time,
we always do. We always meet and look at what we're doing. We're always very critical of ourselves after every game. With a bye week, of course, there's just a little more time to sit and take it in and look at things and see what we have done good and what we've done poorly, and try to put them in a position to be successful. It's our job to put them in a place that they can succeed. Obviously, that's a challenge sometimes for everybody, for all coaches. You're trying to do the best you can, put them in a position, things they can do, and so that's what we're trying to do.
We can see their mistakes, the players, their mistakes on the field. Have you in this time identified some things coaching wise where you feel like, hey, we could have done this better for these guys?
Of course. Like I said, that's every week we're the most critical of ourselves, and we go in Sunday, we watch it Saturday on the way home. We watch it on the bus and get in Sunday and watch it again, and watch it 3 or 4 times and constantly look at things that we can do better. And there's always things we could all do better. There's calls we could do better. There's schemes we could do better. Sometimes it's schemes. Sometimes it's not execution. Sometimes it's guys not making plays. And I think you've seen all of the above in some of these losses.
As coaches, is it nice? You talk about, like, you can almost forget during the season some certain things, to have a moment to catch your breath as coaches and just sort of, not have the next game bearing down on you.
Most definitely. It's, what was it, 8 straight weeks and seven of the 8 SEC. It is what it is. I mean, you get back in there, like I said, Saturday afternoon or Saturday night when you're done, and Sunday certainly, and it's on. It's on to the next opponent, and it's a full grind, and that gets taxing on everybody. And the players, they have to come in here Monday, and we have to address the issues from the previous game, and then on to the next opponent immediately. And that's something that we have to be able to do and push through. And sometimes it's more challenging than others, but we're no different. That's why college football is the way it is, and that's why you see a lot of upsets and you see ups and downs and all that. So, we just have to be better and more consistent. But a bye certainly helps. Even if it's Sunday and Monday alone, for the players not even to worry about an opponent. Just let them decompress for a minute. I think it's very important.
The contract extensions you talked about for the assistants after your extension, are those ongoing? Are those going to be a postseason thing?
Oh yeah, they're in place. I mean, they're there for us to work on after the season, and so that hasn't changed.
Any plans to watch the Louisville game on Saturday for you guys?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. So I'm not even sure what time they play or anything.
Is there anything new on Drew Barker after his knee getting dinged up?
He's getting better. He'll be fine. I'm not sure the timeline on that, and it certainly won't be ready to practice this week or next, but soon after that, he'll be close. A couple weeks here.
How frustrated have you got this year?
It is. I mean, it's part of the job. It goes with the territory. It's frustrating at times, but I'm not discouraged. I mean, that's just it's an ongoing building situation, and I'm pleased with some things and frustrated with others. That's fair to say. No coach in any situation, even though you know the obstacles what you're up against, nobody likes losing. We practice and play to win and prepare to win, and you want to see progress. And I think we've seen progress at times, and then you've seen us not play as well as we could at times. And no matter what the opponent is, or whether you're it's an uphill climb or not, you just want to do the very best you can. And that's what frustrates a coach sometimes. I think win or lose, if we play our very best, you can accept that, and I think there's certainly things we can do better.
How many times this year do you think you played your best?
I think we've played our. It's hard to say. I mean, I haven't thought about it like that, but I think we haven't. We haven't been consistent, like you've heard me talk about over and over again. For us to win games against quality opponents, we have to play our best on all sides on that given Saturday, and we haven't done that enough. That's for sure.
Everybody good? All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yep.